see I'm smiling today. I'm very excited because we're going to talk about a lot of meaningful things. So today we got on David Atulu.
Hello everyone.
Camera on you. What are you saying? You good?
I'm well, thank you ever so much. I'm honored to be here and everything. Hopefully I can impart some wisdom today.
Yeah, some important discussions. This guy, I'll describe him as very wise, he's very focused, very hardworking, very genuine guy. Like, I'm going to gas this guy a little bit, I can't lie.
Yeah, I was feeling that kind of energy. I mean, you're flattering me a bit too much. I'm just a guy who tries his best.
Like, this guy is he's a lovely guy, man. So, firstly, what I just wanted to say quickly, I know it means a lot to you, it means a lot to me, hard work, being focused, being determined in life and having a goal. Like, what does success mean to you? For me, because I spoke to my parents about this the other day, and they just said, my mum basically said, success for her is, being able to do what she wants when she wants. So kind of like the freedom of that aspect, and having that that idea or that opportunity to do like what you want. So if I bring it to you, Atulu, what would you say success means to you?
I guess success, to me, probably would be a state of mind.
Okay.
Basically, being able to remain resilient in tough times and being able to retain determination, especially in your pursuit to try and achieve a goal. My goal, for example, as with many young people nowadays, especially for many of your viewers watching, would be to own their own home, right?
Mm-hmm.
So success may look like, just attaining the home, getting to the end point, but it's also maintaining a focused kind of sense of demeanor in your journey from now towards that goal. That is also part of the metric of success.
See, if I just stop you there, this is why I brought this guy on. You know why I brought this guy on. Someone who's born into wealth, has more or less everything there. Aren't they successful already? But if they haven't done anything to actually achieve that, then some people would say they're not successful. So what do you think your stance on that would be?
Okay, so when it comes to the wealthy, especially those who inherit such wealth, it's important to define what individual success looks like. I mean, because by the metric of a capitalist society, that family is successful. They have lots of cash, lots of resources at their disposal. However, for the individual, the child who may inherit the wealth of the family, it is important that they also understand what success looks like to them. Otherwise, they will never grow as an individual. And that's part of the joy of success and moving towards a goal. You grow as an individual as you struggle towards getting to that end goal. May it be buying a house, starting an empire.
Because if we look at the definition, success is obviously achieving a desired goal or aim. So you are successful if you've achieved it. No one said a time period. How we were saying earlier, we spoke before, like, I can come up with an idea and maybe not follow through or like pursue it until much later. But I think the key things with both of us two and people that are successful, determined, hardworking is that we always win in the end. So in terms of that, what would you say about that in terms of like ensuring you are a winner? Like, is your patience tested quite a lot, would you say? Because there's times where you feel like you want to give up possibly, but with me I'll say cool, like maybe it's not going to happen today, or maybe a few days that's not going right, but like that winning mentality I think comes from within, where you're saying I'm going to return to it and I will do this. It's giving up, innit? If you give up, you've lost.
Effectively, yes. You will have those days. You will have days where you're down, you're not really in the right frame of mind to tackle a challenge.
Definitely.
It could be an assignment, it could be a graduate scheme, it could be something in between, or outside of those realms. But if you give up in terms of like achieving that goal because you just can't do it, or you feel inadequate, then you are the true loser. Because no one is. No one's born into this world perfect or, worthy of getting the kind of prizes that come with struggle. You have to earn that. And, I think it's a shame when people give up their goals and dreams.
I think it's so interesting what you said about the mindset. I've seen it so many times. Like, I tell people, like, the task hasn't changed, your mindset has. You couldn't do it before. So let's just say you're working really hard and you come across something that's a bit challenging. Maybe late at night you're tired. You know, you're not thinking straight. You're not seeing things for what they are possibly. You know, things are taking a bit longer to process. You know, you're naturally fatigued. Cool. How on earth can you wake up the next day, fresh mind, and it can be like that? You can do it so quickly. But yesterday was a struggle. Nothing's changed. The task hasn't changed. Overnight, it hasn't gone easier. It's still the same task, the same thing you have to complete, but your mindset's changed. So you can just have to jump in that in terms of saying, like, for me, I think it's on the basis of, cool, you know, the task hasn't changed, but my mentality has, because I understand how I think, and I've taken that time aside to say, look, it might not happen now, but you know, tomorrow it will happen. So what would you say about that? Have you ever experienced something like that?
Well, yeah, actually, especially after university. So, after university, you know, I had plans to start working. And obviously, the pandemic has made this a little bit more difficult. Everyone can agree with that.
Definitely, yeah.
But I've also been, applying to other places. I've been applying everywhere, basically. Masters, etc. And sometimes when I apply for the Masters, especially the Masters, there'll be days where you just don't feel like it. You don't feel like you're up to the task. Sometimes
you don't feel like you're worthy of that role.
Sometimes
you question saying, am I actually good enough for this?
Exactly.
It's a normal thing.
In fact, it's very intimidating, especially in the higher institutions. Because when you're applying for higher institutions, who am I except for some boy in Wood Green? You know, like,
definitely.
You don't want to. You basically want to support yourself. Don't cut yourself down before you even have the chance of maybe making it. Give yourself the chance to at least try.
But also never be too harsh on yourself, saying you failed today, you're gonna fail tomorrow. No, you're gonna fail today. Tomorrow's another day, another opportunity. There's so many days for a reason. As long as you wake up every day, it's another chance to better yourself, to improve, to learn. So I think it's what we're trying to touch upon for a lot of the people as well, is about do things in the correct mindset. Correct your mindset first. Make sure you're in that good place, because you can have two. You know, your day can be split into half of your day was quite bad and half the day was good. Is that a bad or good day? It's an average day, ups and downs, as we said previously. So it's kind of like when you're in that good mindset, you know, embrace it. Know that, you know, you're in a good place at the moment. Try your best to work towards. And when you're in that bad mindset, know that I'm not feeling the best, but it's gonna be better tomorrow.